Yo, 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 welcome back to the Further Your Lifestyle podcast, conversations on lifestyle, passions, and hustles. My name's Chris, I'm your host, and I'm super excited to be back here having the conversation with you. Episode 233 today, and I've got one thing that I want to tell you. You're doing just fine. That's what we're talking about. I've just jumped in here. I want to have a very, very short, calm conversation with you, and a reminder that you're probably doing okay. But sometimes with everything that's going on, it can all seem a little too much. And there's something that I like to do on a regular basis is just question these things, reflect on these things, and maybe you'll realize that you're probably actually doing way better than you thought. And that's what I want to take you through today. So buckle up, get cozy, and if you listen to this and you find that someone else needs to hear this, share it with them. You're more than welcome to leave a comment and we can continue the conversation as well. We're going to roll the intro, and then we're going to get into it. Let's do it. So you're probably carrying more than you let on. I think we all kind of do this, when we go out in public, we put on a face, we kind of put on a mask, because there's so much going on in our lives. We all have it. Different pressures, different stresses, and you're probably juggling things that people don't even see. Why would they? They've got their own things to deal with. I get that as well. And somewhere in all this, you've convinced yourself that you're behind. Now, the question I want to ask you, without getting too aggressive, but think about this, is who are you behind? What are you behind? Like, where does that come from? Is it some invisible measuring stick that, someone said you should have been here by this point in time of your life? Or is it a highlight reel that you scroll past while doom scrolling at 2 a.m. in the morning, or maybe just 9 a.m. or 9 p.m.? Or is it this version of yourself you made up on a motivated day that, I need to be this if I'm going to be successful? Let's press pause on all of that for a moment. Let's just take a step back. Here's the truth. The reality is this. If you're still showing up, now this is the reality. You have to listen to this. If you're still showing up, if you're still trying, if you're still caring, and if you're still asking the questions of how can I be better, you are already ahead. You've made it basically through 100% of your worst days so far. That's not nothing. And the reason why I say if you're still doing this, because I know there's probably someone listening to this that they need that hard truth to realize, well, they've stopped trying, they've stopped caring, and they've stopped thinking about how can I be better. This is an episode for you. You are capable of doing things, being places where you want to be, but you have to be willing to show up. Every day is never going to be absolutely perfect. There's going to be annoyances, there's going to be frustrations, but like we spoke about last week, we can take control and be responsible of ourselves, and we get to drive that vehicle. We get to drive where we want to be. And all it takes is to start trying. All it takes is to start caring. And all it takes is to start asking the questions of how can I do this better? Now, please understand that I'm not here to say that anything that you're experiencing, feeling, going through is not important. We're all going through things. Some are really intense, like I can't even fathom, where others, it might not seem like that's not a big deal. But we're all on a different part in our timeline and in our journey and what we've experienced and how we've been brought up. And sometimes tough is going to be defined differently for everyone. Now, if you're doing it rough, if you're doing it tough, and if you're feeling things, it's okay. We're all feeling things. We all have our problems. We have issues with this, relationship problems, money problems, view problems, work problems, stress problems, anxiety, all these different things at all different levels and all different capacities and all different styles and levels. But the truth is this. If you're willing to just keep showing up, that's resilience. And resilience is what gets you through to the other side. Right? Now, if I take it back to if you are caring, if you're trying, if you're still showing up, you're doing way better than so many more people. You've grown in ways you probably haven't even seen it. And that's the thing. Sometimes when we are just getting through the days, we're not really seeing what we're achieving, what we're growing, how we're becoming a better version of ourselves. And that's because we're still evolving. We're so focused in the mundane things that it doesn't feel like progress. But when you come out the other side, you will look back and realize, I got through that. It was okay. It just becomes a small little tipping point. So if we step back for a bit, look at what you've achieved, look at what you've survived, or look at where you've come from, whether it's the last couple of weeks, months, years, decades. Look at what you've created, look at what you've learned, look at what you've experienced. Look at how you've changed. And look at how you can keep going. When we zoom out, we start to realize that, there's some things that suck. We zoom out and we start to realize, hey, maybe these things aren't as bad. Now, at the same time, I also understand that you zoom out and sometimes you've had really good peaks, and now at the moment, you're in a trough. You're down in the deep. It's dark. It's scary. You just can't figure out how you're getting out of this. But you know where you've been before. That's okay, because it is a roller coaster. That's life. So, are you willing to get back out there and start that climb again? I have a couple of reminders for you. You are allowed to be proud, even if you're not there yet. Whatever there is. It doesn't matter what you're going through, where you've been, what you've done, what you haven't done. Where you are at this point in time, you've been able to get to here, so be proud of that. Now we charge on. You are allowed to rest, even if there's more to do. Look, sometimes we're in the position we are because we're burnt out, but we don't want to admit that. It's okay to be burnt out, but you need to rest, you need to recover, you need to rebuild your ability to go back out there and kick butt. That's what you got to do. And then the third thing is, you are allowed to be happy and still want more. For me, I'm happy as it can be, but I'm not satisfied because I am not where I want to be. But I know that there's still a lot of challenges, a lot of things that I'm going to have to do, go through, experience to get to where I want to be. I'm happy where I am, but I know there's more. And I'm also willing to do that journey. So if you want those things, you just have to be willing and then go do it. Go doing it seems very hard, but that's because the things that we want, we've never done before. So therefore, it does seem hard because we don't know what we don't know. But all you have to do is one step, one thing to get you closer to where that is. Whether it's sending an email, making a phone call, having a conversation, all these different things, they're scary. But that's the reality. That's how we move forward. So you're not failing. You're not failing. Things are just exactly how they're supposed to go. This is part of the journey. And I apologize if there's things that have happened in your life which suck. It happens to everyone at different points in life. And unfortunately, sometimes it's now for you, and it will probably be a different time for someone else. You just got to learn to breathe, take a moment, take a sip of water, and remind yourself you're doing just fine. You've got this. You've got to take the time you need to be able to do what you want to do. But don't lose sight of it. As I said, be proud of where you are. Take rest as you need. Be happy, but still want more. Don't be shy to go after that next thing. Don't be shy to push yourself to that next level. It doesn't need to be tomorrow. Like, you don't have to achieve it tomorrow. Take as long as you want. At the end of that journey, you'll look back and think, this was worth it. There's no point rushing anything. Rushing isn't quick. Being consistent, being persistent, showing up every day, that's when you will win. I appreciate you being here. If you've tuned into this, I hope this has helped you. If you need to reach out or, if you need to reach out and have a talk with someone, you can drop a comment. But I do encourage you, if you do need to reach out and have a conversation and call someone, there is some hotline details down in the description below. Jump down there. Have a conversation with someone outside of your circles, outside of your world. And it's okay to need to get conversational help and just talk. Have someone listen and get things off your chest. You're doing okay. It's all right. You've got this. We'll be back here next week, folks. Really appreciate you tuning in. Bit more of a real personal, intimate conversation. Just because, there's a lot going on and I want to make sure people are feeling okay. And it's okay if you're not feeling okay. Seek help. Have a conversation. Reach out to someone. as I said, hotlines down below. You can reach out to friends, family, whoever it may be, but just make sure you are having that conversation and reminding yourself that you're doing just fine. You've got this.